Well, hi everyone, and welcome to the College Admissions Collaborative, highlighting engineering and technology college fair. We are so excited to have you participating in this event today. We have some really fantastic schools with us here. My name is Karis, and I will be your facilitator. So really, I'll just be hanging out in the background, helping out in any way I can. So before we get started, just a few housekeeping reminders. You will notice that your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you. You can, however, use the Q&A button on your screen to type any questions that you have for our presenters at any time. This is just one of the many different sessions happening tonight, so be sure that you look and see what other schools are presenting and check those out so you don't miss anything. And then my final kind of reminder is that this presentation will be recorded and available at strivescan.com/cache. So without further ado, I will go ahead and turn it over to our first presenter, which is Lisa from Rose-Hulman.
Thank you. Get my screen here. All right. Thank you for joining this evening. My name is Lisa Norton. I'm the Dean of Admissions at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. And I'm just going to share a little information with you about Rose-Hulman this evening. Who are we? At Rose-Hulman, it's our mission to provide the world's best undergraduate STEM education. We do that in an environment of individual attention and support. We average right around 2,200 students, undergraduate students at Rose-Hulman, and have about 100 master's degree students. We do not offer the PhD. So it's very much focused on the undergraduate experience here. Hands-on work and state-of-the-art labs. We have millions of dollars worth of toys for our students to play with here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that here shortly, but it's definitely a hands-on experience at Rose-Hulman. We're a leader in STEM education and a highly collaborative campus. There's a lot of opportunities to work with other students in group projects and working with your faculty members. So that's a little bit about who we are. Programs and rankings. So we're very good at what we do. We're very much focused on the STEM areas. We offer 18 undergraduate STEM degree programs here, 10 graduate STEM degrees. 5 of our majors are ranked #1 by US News and World Report. And in fact, this was our 23rd year in a row to be ranked #1 by US News and World Report for undergraduate engineering institutions. So it's a different category from the institutions that offer a PhD. But anyway, that's a little bit about some of our numbers. With the STEM degrees, the 18 STEM degrees, it ranges from a number of engineering programs, but we also offer programs in math, biology, chemistry, physics, computer science. So you can see all of those listed on our website as well. We also have a very robust offering of courses in the humanities, social sciences, and the arts. So in addition to the minors available in the technical areas in engineering and math and science fields, we do have 15 minors in the humanities, social sciences, and arts programs with dedicated full-time faculty in those departments and over 150 different courses. So it's one of the largest academic departments on our campus. Students can take anything from a theater class to a philosophy course, history. There's lots of different courses to choose from to fulfill the requirements of the humanities, social sciences, and arts department at Rose-Hulman. We have a couple of additional opportunities that students might be interested in. Rose Accelerate is a summer program where students can take classes online, either high school students or incoming freshman students. This past year, we offered online chemistry, calculus, Japanese, film studies course. So there's different courses offered over the summer that students can take for college credit that are good for credit at Rose-Hulman, but also are transferable to other institutions, perhaps. Another program that we have is called the Rose Squared program, where students can earn 2 degrees in 4 years. They can earn their bachelor's of science in engineering or math or science area here at Rose-Hulman, while also earning credits in their master's of engineering management at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. So 2 degrees in 4 years using your undergraduate financial aid and merit scholarship money. We also have summer programs for our high school students. Project Select is a week-long camp in the summer for students that have completed their freshman or sophomore year of high school. Creation Crates is a program that you do at home where we'll send you the materials and you would work with faculty online to do this experiment. And it's for students that have completed their sophomore or junior year of high school. And then we have Operation Catapult, which is a summer camp that lasts about 2 weeks. It's residential. They live in our residence halls and work in the labs here with RoseHulman faculty and with groups of students to complete a project in the 2 weeks. And it's amazing what the students are able to accomplish in a short 2-week time frame. Applications for these summer programs are available after the first of the year. You do have to apply and be admitted to participate in the summer programs. The faculty at RoseHulman, if you talk to our students, they'll tell you probably what they like most is that the faculty are so accessible. The classes are taught by PhD level faculty. They're in every classroom, every laboratory. They're dedicated to teaching. So not only do we average small classes right around 20 students, but you have that one-on-one opportunity with the faculty member to get help if you need it. A lot of times they may recognize that you need help before you do and ask you to stay after class or come in and see them whenever they're in their office so you can get the extra help that you need. They want you to be successful. They want to provide you with that extra support. It's not a place where we're purposely trying to flunk out students or have weed out courses or anything like that. So a lot of support from the faculty members at RoseHulman. There's also a lot of additional support just from your fellow classmates, from the tutors in the Learning Center on campus. Definitely everybody's interested in helping you find success here at RoseHulman. This is a photo of our innovation spaces on campus. We have both the Branham and Kramer Innovation Centers that's open for students to work in various academic competition teams. And some of our labs are housed there as well. But we definitely have a lot of opportunities for students to be involved in project teams, grand challenges. Some of the competition teams include Grand Prix, the Human Powered Vehicle, Timber Bridge Building Team, Concrete Canoe Team. It varies from year to year, but there's certainly a lot of academic type projects that students can be involved with outside of the classroom. These are projects that students have chosen to be involved with, robotics teams, things like that. And you certainly have access there as a freshman. You don't have to wait until you're an upperclassman to have the opportunity to work with the equipment there in the BIC and the KIC. So again, you can see a little bit more information about that 16,000 square foot open workspace with Maker Lab, and then the 13,800 square foot co-curricular and engineering design space that's available for students. Another thing that is outstanding about RoseHulman is our career services office. They are located right outside the dining hall, so nobody has an excuse for not knowing where they are, not using them. But they work with students from the very beginning as freshmen here, help you with writing that first professional resume or helping you with interview skills. They have counselors that work there with each of the engineering disciplines, math and science majors that we have here, so they can help you make connections. And they bring over 350 different companies to campus each year for our career fairs that we offer in the fall, winter, and spring terms. They help students with finding paid internships and co-ops and research experiences. It's not unusual for students to have a different internship each summer and to get different experiences, maybe working for a small startup or working for a large corporation, or even doing internships on campus through Rose-Hulman Ventures, which is kind of our research and development arm of the Institute. So many opportunities, and career services works with students every step of the way. The percentage of students from the class of 2020 that completed internships, you can see a little bit of that information here. 87% had at least one experience. Over 41% of our freshman students did an internship. That's pretty unusual. A lot of times freshmen are anxious to go home that first summer, but like you can see here, we had many students that found experiences and chose to do an internship after that first year. You can also see that the average hourly rate of pay goes up each year as well as you get more knowledge and more hands-on experience as a student. Placement information. Our 2021 placement information will be available later in November. Typically, career services offices report out 6 months after graduation. So what we're sharing today is 2020 placement information, where the average starting salary was just over $76,000. We were about 97% placed within 6 months of graduation last year. That's pretty typical here. We're nearly 100% placed within 6 months every year. Accepted jobs at 296 different companies. And then approximately 20% of our students enrolled in graduate school full-time. More than half of our alumni will go on and get advanced degrees, but they may work for a short while first and then choose to, maybe their company will pay for their graduate experience. But you can see we had over 312 companies recruit on campus last year and conduct over 1,200 interviews. They came from all over the country. The employers are not just from Terre Haute, Indiana, or Indiana in general. They come from all over the place. And a lot of times the folks that are coming back to do the recruiting are alumni. So they definitely have had good experiences at Rose and think that we continue to put out a good product. They keep coming back for more Rose-Hulman graduates. We have another career fair coming up next week. It coincides with Rose-Hulman's homecoming, so that it makes it easier for alumni to come back to do the recruiting and do interviews, and then stick around for all of the homecoming festivities that we have here as well. All right, so talk a little bit about student clubs, activities, and athletics here. It's a great way to make connections, meet people, and you want to have a little fun when you're in college as well. And it's important to be able to blow off steam. You can't just study all the time. So we have a number of activities for students to be involved with here. Performing arts are quite popular, which is surprising sometimes to people that are looking at engineering, math, and science programs. But we have a really large number of activities for students to be involved with in performing arts, from choir to concert band, jazz band, pep band, drama club. We do a different production each quarter. So there's a number of different things that students can choose to be involved with. And we have a wonderful theater for students to go to and see these performances or be involved in them on our campus. Intramurals and athletics. We're Division III NCAA for athletics. We have 20 sports teams, and over 60% of our students participate in intramural sports. So again, it's a great opportunity to hang out with your friends and blow off a little steam. Intramurals could range from ultimate frisbee club to wiffle ball, or we have a really nice disc golf course on campus, but there's many intramural and athletic activities that students can take advantage of here. And then just a number of different clubs and organizations in general. We have Greek life here for fraternities and sororities, student government, Engineers Without Borders, award-winning student newspaper, academic competition teams, Makers Club. Goodness, there's a cycling club, there's ballroom dancing club. There really is something for everybody. And like most colleges, if you have a great interest and we don't have a club for you to be involved with, you can maybe start a new one, find other people that would be interested in starting the new club with you. It's a photo of our student union building, which is basically the hub of all student activity on campus. It's the main dining hall, counseling services, health services, the bookstore, snack bar area, Starbucks, and just general hangout space for our students, study space here on campus called Musalem Union. You can see some indoor photos of that space here. Again, lots of, this is not current photos, I guess, because the students aren't masked right now. We are requiring masks on campus, but again, you can just see that it's a general hangout space for our students. I mentioned homecoming earlier. A big tradition with homecoming is to have the annual bonfire and pep rally. As you can imagine, with the school full of engineers, mathematicians, and scientists, we come up with some pretty unique ways to light the bonfire. It's the job of the freshman students to build it and protect it from upperclassmen that may try to tear it down in advance. And then the outhouse that's placed on top depending on how it falls. If it goes off to the side or down the middle as it burns, determines whether or not we will win the next day's football game. But it's a great tradition here at Rose-Hulman, and looking forward to that next Friday night. All right, so get to the admissions part here, tell you a little bit about the application process and our admission requirements. Some important dates. The application opens on August 1st each year. We are members of Common App. We also have our own online application that's called the Go Rose application. We don't care which application you choose. The cost is the same. The essay prompts are the same. We ask the same general questions. The early action deadline is November 1st. Students that apply early action have the application complete by November 1st. We'll hear a decision from us on or before December 15th. And then February 1st is the regular decision deadline. Those students will hear from us by March 15th with the decision. Either way, whether you do early action or regular decision, students have to let us know whether or not they're accepting our offer admission by the first enrollment deposit due date. Early action is not binding. It doesn't mean that you have to come to Rose-Hulman if you're admitted. It just means that it's an option. And again, you have until the May 1st deadline to let us know your plans. So again, I mentioned the Common App or the Go Rose application. You must fill that out and hit submit. And then to complete the application, we need a high school transcript. You can have that sent through whatever system your high school uses, or you can have your high school counselor email it to us at admissions@rose-hulman.edu, and we can get that uploaded to your application. At this point, we are not requiring standardized test scores from SAT or ACT for students entering in the fall of 2022. We know it's been a hardship for students to test. However, if you have been able to test and you want to submit your scores, we will use those if you would like us to. We would just use them to help you in the admission process. We would not use them to hurt you in any way. So you're certainly welcome to submit SAT or ACT scores, and you would self-report those on the application itself, or you can have scores sent to us from either College Board or ACT, whatever you prefer. So in addition to the transcript and the SAT or ACT scores, if you would like to submit, we do require a letter of recommendation from either a teacher or a counselor at your high school to complete the application. In terms of courses that are required for admission, and we review your transcript, we want to see that you have had or are on track to complete 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 2 years of social sciences, and then a year each of the lab sciences, biology, chemistry, and physics. All right, so all admitted students are automatically considered for merit scholarship dollars. We assume everybody wants money, so we're going to use your application information to determine what type of merit scholarship we're able to award. We also offer need-based aid. We have the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, that we use to award any need-based grants, work-study programs, loans, things like that. We also have what's called the Noblet Scholars Program here. So students that apply through early action, you're given maximum consideration for the Noblet Scholars Program. Noblet Scholars is a 4-year scholarship program for students that have a passion to make a positive impact on the world through engineering, math, or science. And so it gives you some additional scholarship dollars on top of what you're already being awarded from Rose-Hulman. And it could go up to full tuition. And the Noblet Scholars is a program too. It's not just scholarship money, but students have opportunities to participate in leadership activities on campus, service projects, things of that nature. So it's a wonderful program that students can qualify for. And again, I would encourage you to apply through early action to receive maximum consideration for Noblet Scholars. We do not require CSS profile or any additional forms for need-based aid. So again, just apply for admission to be considered for merit scholarships, and then file the FAFSA to be considered for need-based aid. Lastly, on our website, there is a scholarship guide or affordability guide that you can go to, and it's interactive. You can put information in there about your academic profile and your financial information, and you can get a sense of what you might be able to receive from Rose-Hulman. But 100% of our students receive some type of aid, whether it's merit or need-based. We'll work hard to meet your need and hopefully get Rose, in the right range there to make it a good option for you. All right. So I realized I went through this very quickly. I wanted to leave time if there were questions, and you can certainly put those in the question and answer area. But also, if you don't have any questions that you want to ask in the group here, you can certainly email questions to us at the admissions office, admissions@rose-hulman.edu, or you can call us at 812-877-8213. There's a number of admissions staff members that are on the road right now visiting high schools and doing college night programs, so you may see us out and about. We all are also taking campus visits at 9:30 and 1:30 Monday through Friday. We have some select Saturdays that we're open as well. So you can always go to our website and find out about those opportunities and sign up to do a campus tour and do a group admissions presentation. We also do virtual visits. So you could request to do a Teams call, maybe with an admissions counselor or a current student or a faculty member. Maybe you want to connect with a coach of one of our athletic teams. We'd be happy to make those connections for you, and it's available on our website at Let's Connect. Also, we invite you to follow us on social media at Rose Admissions for Instagram, or at Rose-Hulman Admissions for Facebook. And then, of course, Rose-Hulman outside of admissions has an Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So you can find us on social media in various locations. But that is all that I have for the presentation today. And I again invite you to ask any questions. And thank you for watching this. Have a good evening.
Well, thanks y'all so much for joining us. We so appreciate it. Couple of quick things as I wrap up. There will be a quick survey when you close out of this window. It's about 5 questions, should take anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes. So we would love any feedback you have about this session or any of the ones you have attended tonight. My second thing is to sign up for more sessions. So this is just one of many, and I think there are 2 more blocks of times where you can sign up. And then finally, this recording will be available at strivescan.com/CACHET. And so if you know someone who really wanted to attend but couldn't, please encourage them to go online and look at that recording, because I think there is so much good information here that would be really beneficial for them. But if there are no questions, we will let you all go a little bit early tonight. So thanks again for coming, and have a great night.